I think the question for Republicans right now, why wait 10 months to start talking about these alternatives? Why not propose something, vote on something? The first or second month that President Trump took office, was that a failure to address a critical issue?
No, we have quite a few issues that we've been dealing with already. You think about what happened this past July with what we did in tax changes, what we did in health care. And I know my Democratic colleagues continue to attack us, and they play the politics game on this to say they hate people, they want all hospitals are closed. It's ridiculous. Of course we don't. We're human beings as well. We actually see the challenges there. For instance, we put $50 billion towards rural health care in our plan this past summer, because in that bill, we want to make sure we're strengthening rural hospitals. That's one of the weakest areas in our healthcare delivery right now, because they don't have the patient counts, but they still have the high cost. So we added $50 billion. We did what we could to be able to strengthen the proposals there.
That $50,000, though, that you mentioned was because $50 billion rather was because there were deep cuts to Medicaid that would have impacted those rural hospitals. But let me ask you, because President Trump is calling for getting rid of the filibuster, which of course requires 60 votes to pass legislation in the Senate. You've come out and you've said you are opposed to that. So let me just be very clear. Do you rule out ever voting for any bill that would include getting rid of the filibuster?
Yeah, we should not get rid of the filibuster. The filibuster has been a core in the United States Senate since the early 1800s. Now, there's been different forms of it over the year. The current form that we're living under was actually done in 1975. But what's unique about the filibuster and about the United States Senate, it's the only place in our government where both sides have to talk to each other. That's a good thing for America. This is the place where the grown-ups need to sit down and to be able to have hard conversations and say, we have differences of opinion. Let's work our differences out. It's the same thing that's going to happen in churches today. That's the same thing that happens in workplaces and neighborhoods and communities, where people who have difference of opinion work it out. In the House of Representatives, it's majority only. In the Supreme Court, majority only. In the executive branch, majority only. The Senate forces both sides to talk to each other. I think that's good for the country.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.